Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning, dear children. I hope you are all safe by staying at home. Dear children, in the last class we discussed about it the proof of the and properties of the sum of the parallelograms. Yes, hello children. So same as to say, based on the concept only, in this class we should be learn about the midpoint theorem. Okay. So what is my midpoint theorem? What are the statement of the midpoint theorem? How can you prove that is the midpoint theorem? In this class we should be learn that now. Okay. So dear children, what is the statement of the midpoint theorem? First you have to be learn that is. Okay. So that is the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of the triangle. Means is a triangle is a consisting of three sides for children. In that is two sides midpoints. Okay. So for example, I am taking as a ABC is a one of the triangle. In that the two sides will becomes is AB and AC I am taking now. And their midpoints means is D and E are the midpoints of the AB and AC. Yes. So while joining this one is while joining this one is, and what you want to prove that is is parallel to the third side. Means is after joining these points, these midpoints will become is E is parallel to the third side. Yes. So then as well as and E equals to the half of the third side. Means is DE length is a how much you are having children? Half of the BC. Means is for example, if I am having that is a BC will become is 6 centimeters. Means is DE length is a how much children? Half of that 6. Means is 6 by 2 will become is 3 centimeters. Yes. So that is it. You have to prove that is. Okay. So what are given the children? So in triangle ABC, two sides midpoints is D and E. While joining this one is S. So that is given statement is what you want to prove that is children? So while joining this one is this length will become is means that this line will become is parallel to the BC, and the second one is length of the DE is equals to half of the BC. We have to prove that is. Yes, hello children. So that is to prove. Next, to prove this one is we have to do the some constructions. Yes. So what I am doing the construction means is how much I am the DE length with the same length I am extending to up to F. Afterwards is I am joining the CF. Okay. Yes. So that is a construction. Next is a will go for the proof. Okay. So while going the proof will become is which condition we have to be apply that means is these two triangles is congruency triangles you have to prove that is. Yes. We have to prove this two triangles is congruency triangles by CPCT. This length and CF length will become is equal. You should be get based on that this length and that length will become equal, as well as BCFD is equals to BCDF is a one of the parallelogram we should be get. Yes. So after is the parallelogram means is opposite sides are equal and parallel children. Yes. So then after says DE length is equals to half of the BC we should be get. Yes. So that is the process of the proof of the midpoint theorem. Okay. So shall we go for the proof of the theorem children? So now statement is completed given. What is given children? In triangle ABC, D and E are midpoints of AB and AC. Next, after says to prove. What do you want to prove the children? In the first one will become says DE is parallel to BC, and the second one will become what the children? DE is equals to half of the BC. We have to prove this one. Yes or no children? So for this to prove this one is I am doing that is some of the constructions. Okay. So what are the construction children means is now extend DE to F such that such that DE is equals to EF. Okay, and join what we are joining children? CF. Okay, we are joining the CF. Yes. So next one is proof. Okay, so while going for the proof will become this. Now we are observing this triangle cis. Okay, what does that mean cis? In triangle ADE and triangle CEF. Okay, these two triangles have to be observed this one now. That is triangle CEF. Okay, so in that one will become cis DE is equals to EF. Essentially, that's the by construction now. EF. Okay, so next as well as this is by construction. Next, second one is AE is equals to EC because of E is the midpoint of AC. Okay, E is midpoint. Next, as well as angle AED is equals to next FEC. Angle FEC. Why you should get the children equal? That is, they are vertically opposite angles. Yes or no, children? So vertically opposite angles. Yes. So then by SAS congruency rule. SAS congruency rule. Triangle ADE is congruent to triangle CEF. Yes or no, children? So then after getting that by CPCT, what should get the children? Remaining sides and remaining angles are equal now. So that's why it becomes is AD is equals to CF. AD is equals to CF. Okay, so then as well as when you are getting as a AD is equals to CF is equals to AD is equals to BD now, children, because of D is the midpoint of AB. Yes or no, children? So that's why it becomes is BD. And one more condition also to observe, children. Angle ADE is equals to angle ABC. Angle ABC. Okay, so when you are getting these two angles will become equal, then when we should get that these two angles will become equal, children? When DF is parallel to BC, at the time only we should get that is equal. So for that is now DF is parallel to BC. So therefore DF is parallel to BC. It implies when you are reading as a DF is parallel to BC, D is also parallel to BC, no, children? So that is DC is parallel to BC. Yes, so that is a first condition is okay. The DE is parallel to BC is a first condition is completed. Is equals to half of the BC. Yes, so while observing the first condition will become says opposite sides are equal and parallel. Means is what should get the children? This figure is the shape of the figure, children. It is a parallelogram. Yes or no, children? So therefore that is BCFD. BCFD is a parallelogram. Means is in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, children. So therefore in parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So based on that means is BC is equals to DF. Okay, so DF is equals to one side. We see the figure, children. DF is equals to DE plus EF, no, children. So that is DE plus EF. Okay, so therefore now BC is equals to BE plus EF, means is when you are taking as a BC is equals to DE plus EF. EF is equals to, shall I take it as a, from the construction is, okay, from the construction will becomes is, okay, by construction is will be get to this EF also is equals to DE. Okay, so then BC is equals to DE. It implies DE is equals to, now 2 I am sending the side is 1 by 2 BC. Means is our second condition is D is equals to half of the BC. Yes, so you got it now student? Yes, so this is a required to prove of the midpoint theorem. Dear student, understood now? I hope you are all understand about this midpoint theorem. Regarding this class, if you are having any doubt, please contact to me. And what we are sending the homework and class wise should be complete within the time and send through WhatsApp to me. Thank you.